The love and respect in our marriage has been a journey, for sure. People look at us these days and think that we're all shiny and perfect, but let me tell you, after the first 7 years of our marriage, we were in a lawyer's office, ready to call it quits.
You know, even a few years ago, if someone asked me that question, I don't think I would have a lot to contribute. I'm thankful the Lord's opened my eyes to the significance of love and respect, and especially respect on my end for a husband. I remember hearing a speaker a while back talk about how men or husbands view everything they see is through the lens of respect from their wife. And you know, that's hard to kind of wrap your brain around for a woman, but because we see everything through the lens of being loved, and does that feel loving, and that kind of thing. And so I've realized I don't have to understand that, but if I'm not going to honor that truth in our marriage, then it's not going to go well for us.
We burned and crashed all over the place for that first third, almost 2/3 of our marriage. And then we came to grace and committed ourselves to Jesus, and it's been an amazing journey.
I think love in our marriage has been me doing better than I did in the first part of our marriage, trying to learn more of Christie's love language. I think that's probably been the issue. Christie, I'm a very non-affectionate person. I don't even like to be touched. I don't like massages. I don't like doctors. Christie, on the other hand, is very different.
We really began to learn what God's design was for marriage. And it was so totally different from culture and from what we were led to believe was the right thing. I always thought that, I was the most important center of the universe, and that he was supposed to meet all of my needs, and that it was just so self-centered, the whole approach that I had to marriage, and so we struggled.
I think the need for respect, for me personally, was more unspoken than something I seek after. It's like I don't even know if I can define what Christie does to make me feel respected, but I can pick up quick on when I don't feel respected, but I don't even know how to articulate what that practically looks like. I mean, it could be tone of voice. It could be a look. It could be, I know one of the things we've had, I think one thing I brought up in our marriage where I felt disrespected was if Christie corrected me in something I said to the boys. Now, the backlash for that is I often deserve that. But I've asked her if she feels the need to correct my tone or to correct something I've said, not to do so in front of the boys.
Our marriage really kind of unfolded in phases. The first third was really a very difficult time, and that was a time of great learning, although we didn't see that when we were caught up in the struggles that we were in.
Even if Jarrod doesn't say that he feels disrespected, it eventually finds a way into our marriage and the way we relate to each other, and even the level of trust that he has to share things with me, I feel like is impacted.
What I've come to learn over the years, and particularly with what's been gained by Love and Respect, that book, and marriage conferences that we've attended here, and other kinds of things that we've done once we've fully committed to Christ, was that the truth is, I don't have enough love in me to make my marriage survive. But what I do have is Christ in me, and that when I submit to him and I live my life for him, then our marriage really stands a chance.
Feeling loved by Jarrod has kind of grown into Jarrod just learning my love language, like he talked about. Just sitting down and reading the Bible together or praying, just having that quality time is definitely a big one for me. And just hanging out. I know Jarrod really likes to read, and so we'll get a book together and read and together and just kind of dialogue back and forth. Just have that time to talk and be close to each other in those simple ways. And Jarrod's really gotten a lot better at seeing those needs.
My plan wasn't working, and I am blessed because the Lord, in his grace and his mercy, really brought us into a relationship with him, and then through that relationship with him, a really loving and growing marriage, and a marriage that's on a journey. I mean, that is clearly an important thing that we've learned, that this is not an event, or it's just a journey, and each day we grow in that journey, and sometimes by the adversities we face, sometimes by the challenges, and always by the love and respect we show for each other.